Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a video on what my orchids look like set up in a new space that I'm trying to get organised. It's still very much a work in progress and it isn't the optimum space for my orchids because it's in addition to the outside of my house, and when the temperature is 0 degrees outside, the temperature in this little space is probably about 1 or 2 degrees. So with summer coming on, I'm going to have the problem of when it's 30 degrees outside, it's probably 35 or 40 in here. So to one end I do have some a door. Ooh, too fast. To the other end I do have a window that I've got screened over with all sorts of stuff. Unfortunately, this space is a shared space with my son, and it still has a ladder and it has parts of a car, I don't know, body kit or something that never got put on his car or got rid of. So I'll just try going through some of my orchids and showing you what I have. So this is pretty much going to be called my waiting room or my waiting space, because most of the things that are in here I'm waiting for them to do something except for to grow. So I'll just show you through some of my collection of my things that aren't really in flower. So over here I have some deflast little pedilums. So some of them are in a grow little box and some of them were big enough to be on their own, and they're just in their own little containers, just with the glad wrap over them to keep a bit of humidity in them, and one that's in a separate little pot. So there's my first big fowl I ever got. She's not doing anything at the moment, she's sitting waiting. My first or my only sequential bloomer. Still a little bit hard to see her in the light, but she has two flower things there, some little baby dendrobiums that I'm just growing on. So that's that shelf, just storage down the bottom of bark chips and bits and pieces. Okay, so let's move on here. House plants. Oh, peolonias in the back, just two in there. Okay, Pathiopedilums. Pathiopedilum exul. Pathiopedilum insigne variety sundray. So that will be the light coloured one of that one. Chicoulii, or however you call it, in the back there, 3 little plants, and a mixed hybrid. Okay, up here I have some maxillarias. Have no idea what I'm doing with them. All I found out is they don't like to be in the cold. We found out that by getting some pretty unhappy looking little leaves. Oh, the light isn't really very good in here. Okay, so down here we have a Sologeny tomentosa, and that is actually in a hanging pot, and that has 2 nice new growths there, one there and one on the other side. So down here, more Pathiopedilums. That one's a named one, and this one's an unnamed one. If you see any of my other videos and you see a beautiful yellow flower, that is there. So this one here is called an Odontonia Papageno Meamore. Hope I've got that right. So this was the first Miltoniopsis that I ever bought myself, and that one's called Red Tide. It did have one flower last year, and it formed first that bigger new growth there on the right, and then it started forming that little new growth down there. Nothing that's got bulb size yet, so that one's still waiting. Another Miltoniopsis, Red Night times Red Bull. So that one again is sitting waiting for a bulb. Those two there, I don't know if you can see the media, are in fern fibre, along with exul has been repotted, and exul is in fern fibre. Down the bottom shelf, big Pathiopedilum that I have in my other things that's kind of been wintering inside. It's the last little flower there, just about to pass and be no more. Phalaenopsis there, bare rooted, basically sitting in a pot, sulking. I'm trying to put some rooting hormone on that one and spray its roots. When I've just repotted into a mesh basket because it was hanging so much out of the pot that it looked like it was going to fall off the shelf. So my beautiful and new Miltoniopsis. Sorry, I should give you some names while I know them. This one here is Princess Diana Red Baron. This one here is Her Alexander. I know that one. And man, that's got some beautiful flowers on there. This one here is a Princess Diana Red Baron. Oh, no, this is not Red Baron. This is Maui Pride. And this beautiful one here, it has 4 sprays of flowers. Okay, so the next shelf up is mostly Phalaenopsis. This one here is my Sogo Purple that I have pollinated a flower. I had pollinated a few more, but I guess when they drop off, you know that your pollination didn't work. My one and only baby fell that ever survived from my previous videos of an online order. An Osmoglossum pucellum. So I got this one and all of the front bulbs were all mushy and black, so we took some bulbs off. That one's sitting without roots, and I have another one with roots. Yeah, can't find it. A Cymbidium baby. This one here is Sherry Baby. It was a back bulb and it looked really, really ugly, and someone said to me, oh, don't ever throw away a back bulb, see if it'll do anything. So yeah, it's doing something for me. So down on the bottom rack here, oops, hands in front of the camera, I have a Phal, that's Magic Art, a Sherry Baby, a Zygopedilum, I have this one is Raspberry Chocolate, and I have a lavender one in the back, but hard to get to that one. Down there again, more Phals, 2 Phals there with no roots on, sitting in a pot held up by bark trying to grow themselves some roots. And this one here is the other one that I tried to do a pollination on. So that's the flower, really beautiful, and I tried one cross with itself that didn't work, and then I have got one that has worked, that is with Sogo Purple. So up here we have my Phal with its big long keiki. No roots yet, but at least the big plant, the mother plant, is looking slightly more healthy. So my big lemon one, not doing anything, growing but no spike. So at least one good thing with this little room is it definitely gets down to 18 degrees so they can get some chill in the evening. So this one here was also a rescue one, and it is Pirate Picotee. So that's one that's not that easy to find anymore. So that one had got itself a bit of a fungal infection and it just about died. See, these leaves here are a lighter green, and I think that was starting to be the fungal infection, so it's had a couple of treatments and it's got some roots. My latest little rescue, Minnie. A Minnie with some buds on it at the back there. So just basically fells, fells and more fells. So as summer progresses on, I'm sure I'll end up with sunshine out here so bad that I can't film, instead of today being a slightly overcast day where it's still hard to film. So that's my new grow space. Still definitely a work in progress because it needs some junk taken out of this room, and eventually it needs its ceiling to be lined. Would help it stay warmer, and if I could ever afford decent glass there and get them double glazed, that would definitely help. Get probably an inlet fan or an extractor fan at that end, one or the other, and have the other in the window. Would help it a lot. Anyway, that's my work in progress. Thanks everybody for watching my video. If you liked it, give it the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it the thumbs down. Thanks for watching, and if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please be number 40 subscriber. I would really love my 40th subscriber. That would be really great. Thanks everybody. See you later.